Hey planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today we are closing out the June budget, and I still have a little bit of work to do to close it out because at the end of the month I fell off a little bit on tracking some expenses. So I think I have the majority of things here. Side note, this pen that was in the Cloth and Paper June subscription box, the Zebra G450, this is my new favorite pen, just so you know. I already ordered some additional ones on Amazon. But anyway, so we're going to go over goals, income, expenses, debt, savings, business expenses, and roll over some money that's left in some cash envelopes. So for our goals, we had a goal to save $500, and we did reach that. I'll talk about it more when we get to savings and savings challenges. This one, pay off $1,500 in debt. So technically I did. I paid $1,500 and more, but the amount of, I'm gonna give myself a check mark because I did pay off $1,500 in debt, but the amount of debt that I reduced was only like, I think $942. And we'll talk about that more in a minute as well. 3K in Etsy sales, did hit that. We actually had about 4,300, and if you hear things exploding in the background, it's fine. We're not at war here. It just sounds like it. It's 4th of July, and I don't think my neighbors are ever going to go to sleep, so I'm just going to film until I pass out. Petey says hi. We did not grow YouTube by 100 subscribers, nor did we hit $100. Shopify is still working on it. Sticker Club, still working on it. I talked to y'all about, I also want to start a notebook club, still working on that. We did get our summer planner sesh box done, and we kind of tracked our expenses. We just fell off a little bit there towards the end. So that is the goals for June. For income, we actually had really good income in June. I think this is the first time that I broke 10K filming, and I've been filming for probably budgets like two years now. So I received, so it wasn't all really income. I had $250 that I had saved for my birthday. That is like cash inflow, and $155 from the P.O. Box sinking fund. So that was $405 right there. I did finally get my leave buyback. So that was $23.40.36 after they taxed it significantly. At the supplemental rate, it's taxed like really high, like almost 50% went to taxes. What I paid myself for Etsy was $27.25. I set aside a little over $1,000 for taxes. And that's the majority of the income this month. So it may seem like a lot, but I had $2,400 in business expenses and $1,600 in afterpay payments. So you do the math. Anyway, for our expenses, nothing significant going on here. Did make a payment for quarterly taxes for $340. And there was one other expense. I don't remember what it was, but we have the quarterly taxes. If I remember it, I'll come back to it. So expenses were pretty much like the normal everyday expenses. This doesn't really include business expenses per se. Those were all pretty much in line with what they normally are. And whatever it is that I had that was off, it's not on here. Okay, so let's talk about cash envelopes. So we again only went and got gas one time this month. We're in the month of June because it's now July. And so I believe we had 185 in the gas fund. And for gas, we're just going to roll everything over. I did get gas one time. It was $70 on June 13th. So I believe there's 110 left. Let's see. Make sure. What have you gotten into? Are you not happy? All that noise. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. 190. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 195. That seems like high to me. Let me just look at July. Okay, on here I have 190, but it's actually 195. Okay, let me update that because I won't know what happened. And I still don't know what happened, but at least it's accurate. Okay, so we have $195. Well, we don't have $195 left over. That's not accurate. So we, for July, let's get this back straight. We added 80. So we rolled over 115. I have 110 here, which is probably why I'm confused. So we rolled over 115, and I'm just gonna update my tracker. So roll over, what did I just say? 115, and then we added 80. Okay, so that's where we're at on gas. I'm just thoroughly confused right now. So we're going to put this in here so that we can go get gas probably tomorrow. And I don't know, last time I went out it was still in the 6s, so there's that. Okay, dining out we had nothing left over. Household we had nothing left over. Grocery we made a kerfuffle and forgot that we had $24 still in the other cash envelope that I keep because I don't carry all of the money that I allocate to grocery. So I'm going to roll that 24 over, but the $4 that I have left in grocery, I am going to add to my emergency fund. All right, so let's do that. So I use the 100 envelopes to save this rollover money, and then we'll tally it all up at the end of the year. So we're going to add this $4 in here. And the reason I am not saving that $24 is because I needed that $24 last month, and so and that just made me write 24. I needed that $24 last month. I thought I had like used all of my grocery money, and I actually hadn't. So I can imagine I will need it this month as well, because the price of groceries is not going down. All right, so we've got that saved. And are you gonna say hi, Petey? Are you gonna say hi? Okay, and then that is all of our cash envelopes. I mean, we have other ones, but those are the ones we use on a week-to-week basis, our variable expenses. If you want to see cash envelope stuffing, there is a video down in the description box, and you can check out my July cash stuffing video. I think it may even be the June cash stuffing. Anyway, okay, so next we have sinking funds. Okay, so for our sinking funds, it's kind of weird because I feel like I'm talking about history when it's just really a few days ago. But a lot has happened since June 30th, July happened. So, and if you've watched my July budget video, then you know about the car situation, and we're also going to be this week pulling money from our emergency fund to cover Petey's cardio appointment. So like, as I'm talking about this, none of those things have happened yet. So we ended emergency fund with $36.96, taxes with $17.36, vacation $6.85, health $210, car we ended with $382. Car now has nothing. Bulk $128, pet $250, home $1,600, business $0, Christmas $299, Black Friday $275, self-care $199. We ended the month with $0 in the birthday fund, so we spent that $250. A big chunk of it I spent on furniture from IKEA. I bought a Calyx shelf and a desk. I spent part of that leave buyback as well on that. So I bought some furniture and things from IKEA to set up my like front office. I have like a back office and a front office. It's set up my front office space. Sam's membership 20, Costco membership 30, Prime 30, Canva 30, PO Box 0 because we used that $155 to cover the annual renewal of the PO Box, which I believe was $182. Clothing 30, and then all of my savings challenges, like the Budget Mom Savings Challenge, Saveopoly, Penny, Rainy Day, are all included in the home number. $0 out is included in the emergency fund number, and then we have $170 for utilities. So that's where we're at on sinking funds. Okay, so let's talk about debt. So I took let me tell you what I paid. I paid $500 to Discover. I paid $200 to Quicksilver, Capital One, or $100 to Quicksilver, $200 to Platinum, So that was a total of $800. I paid $1,661, 1,661.09 to Afterpay, Klarna, and Sezzle. Do y'all know what I can do with 1661? Like, and it's like in my brain, it clicks, but it doesn't click for me to like stop the insanity. It just, I don't understand. It's like, I feel like I need to go to recovery. It just doesn't. Anyway, $1,661. I could have paid off a credit card. Anyway, so that's why I say I paid off more than the $1,500 in debt. That was the goal, but it didn't reduce the debt down by $1,500 because it just didn't, because I was adding to it probably. I don't know. Anyway, so we ended the month with $33,176. And if you have not watched my videos before, that number is focus debt, is the debt we're focusing on this year. It is not my total debt. I owe $250,000 in student loans. So, and we're not thinking about them, and we're not going to think about them until August unless somebody wants to extend forgiveness forever or longer. I'd be much appreciated. But this is what we're focusing on this year. So, we are in May. We were over where we started in June. So at June it was January. June it was $33,989. At the end of May, we were at $34,119. So we had surpassed January. So now we're at $33,176. So we're back under where, just barely, like we're $800 under. We're back under where we started in January. We reduced by $942.54, but we've got to spend the next 6 months. And I keep saying we, like there's somebody else in this with me, but it's just me. It's we is me. I have got to spend the next 6 months really working towards paying it down. And I think that could start with leaving Afterpay, Klarna, Sezzle, and all their little friends alone. But they're like the mafia. They just keep pulling me back in. So that is where we're at. I did spend roughly $2,400 on business expenses. And, as an example, $250 of that went to the thing that I have set up for Shopify, because I needed to do this upgrade or I was going to get left behind. I bought like an industrial paper cutter that was a little over $200. I paid for a training that was $200. I paid $400 for sticker paper. I bought, boxes for the planner sesh box. That was like $50. Paper, all the paper that I bought for the journals that were in the planner sesh box, that was like $50 just for paper because it's a heavier, nicer paper. Just various supplies, the overlay for the die cut decal stickers, the art, all that good stuff. So at the end of the day, that was about $2,400. So business expenses. Savings. So for savings, we did $100 to the 100 envelope challenge, or sorry, not 100, $369 to the 100 envelope challenge, $66, I don't know why I'm transposing numbers, $66 to the 22 in 2022, which is my self-care, nothing to rainy day, 97 to the budget mom, 31 to the penny savings challenge, 126 to Saveopoly. We save $50 in $5 bills, which is pretty good. $24.95 went to the 0 out, and $9 went to the 52-week savings challenge for a total of $772.95. So our goal was $500, and we surpassed that significantly. And I do a savings challenge update every week, and we go in and save. Some weeks we save more than others. We do the 100 envelope at the beginning of the month, because that is primarily coming from my main paycheck, and the other weeks are just like, where can we save? Can we save? Do we have enough to save? And so this is where we ended up. And I know that, you know, I could just straight out save a dollar amount or whatever, but for me, that's not fun, and I'm not going to do that. So I have to make it fun and interesting and keep it motivational. And so that's why I have all these different savings challenges that I do, because that keeps me engaged and it keeps me doing it. I'm saved the most that I've ever saved in my life, and it's in part because I've made it fun for myself and something that I like to check in with and do each week. So that is why I'm saving all of these different ways. So that is the June wrap up. One thing that I am going to do, one of the trainings that I did in June was, I had done another training and I kind of got the gist of it, but I got a better understanding of, there's a book called Profit First. And so, another crafter type person shared a training that had her sort of spin on it as a crafter, how she has it set up. And so what I think I'm going to do going forward, and this is crazy because I never thought of this before, but I'm going to have a percentage go to different places. And I thought profit was like the owner's draw, what I pay myself. But the way she explained it is like profit is a amount you take off the top and set aside for profit. Really? Okay, that was different. And then the other thing she said she does is she also has, which is not part of Profit First, an amount she puts aside towards retirement. And I was like, I never thought to do that, because I save, you know, for retirement for my main job, but not for Studio Blisco. So I'm still tweaking the numbers, but what I think I'm going to do is take 5% each week. This will be what we do. 5% will go to profit, 5% will go to retirement, 45% will go to what I pay myself, 25% will still go to tax, and then operating expenses will be 20%. And I may not save anything towards operating expenses, business expenses, you know, in a week, or I don't know. I may, that number may change. And if I don't, then I would put that towards what I pay myself. So I'm gonna give that a try. I like the methodology behind it, and I think that it will help me, because right now it's a little all over the place, with the exception of the taxes. I'm pretty consistent about that being anywhere from 25 to 30% each week, but I thought I would give that a whirl and see how I like it and if it helps me. So that is our June budget. Let me know down below how you did for June, and if you have any questions, feel free to post those as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.